Well, you may want to grab the Kleenex. This video, it is taking off on social media like wildfire. It happened at the Boston Marathon. It's going viral. It shows an Army veteran with a prosthetic leg. He's carrying his guide and the American flag across the finish line. Look who's here, retired Army National Guard Staff Sergeant. He's Earl Granville. He's the man in that video. Earl, thank you so much for your service to our country, and thank you for coming on the show. So you served 9 years in the military, and you lost part of your leg while serving in Afghanistan. But your story, it's really profound. Can you tell us what else happened with your brother?
Well, Liz, I want to say thank you so much for having me. So, yeah, I served 9 years in the Army National Guard, and while my twin brother Joe and I were in boot camp in Fort Benning, 9/11 happened, and we did tours together in Bosnia and Iraq. And I volunteered for Afghanistan, and in that tour is when I lost my leg. And Joe couldn't volunteer for reasons like family reasons, and I think he regretted me losing my leg, and he wasn't there. And 2.5 years later, after I lost my leg, he ended up taking his own life.
He committed suicide. This is such a heartbreaking story. Our heart goes out to you and your family for your loss. But you really are a hero in picking up and deciding to run that marathon. I mean, not many people do it. But you decided to pick up your guide towards the end there. Why?
I'll be honest with you, Liz, it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. I picked Andy up, my guide, and carried it across the finish line. You know, I like to use, I'm a public speaker now, and I use a lot of, in my speeches, of a metaphor of the things we carry, and I like to talk about mental adversity and physical adversity as well, just from my physical injuries from combat. But I always talk about that adversity, that heavy adversity that holds us down in life, that we never have to carry that adversity alone. And I could use Andy as a metaphor, just dealing with the adversity of losing my leg in combat, taking on a new challenge of the Boston Marathon. And I know Andy was there as my guide, but I'm going to tell you, I'm just using her as that metaphor and crossing that finish line, and just to show us as a nation and society that we don't have to carry this heavy weight of adversity alone by ourselves, especially the divide we have in this country at the moment.
Tell us about the applause you got at the finish line.
That applause I got at the finish line, it was just so electric. That left turn on the Boylston Street, unbelievable. It's just indescribable of the energy of everybody just applauding you running to that finish line. It's remarkable. Any
time you thought you may not be able to finish?
Not finishing wasn't an option. If I couldn't run, I was just going to walk in. With all the cramping I did, I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm just going to keep on driving. And I just walked it. It was a long day, and I was nice and sore, but I was just happy to get over there and cross that finish line.
What message do you think this sends?
What I want to send to society and anybody out there who's struggling, it doesn't have to even be a veteran, just society in general. We're all going to face adversity in our lives, whether it's heartbreak, whether it's the loss of a loved one, whether it's depression, no matter what in life, you're going to face this. And you never have to carry that weight by yourself, that heavy adversity that keeps you in bed, whatever it may be, to stop you from doing the things you once loved before. And it's something
Earl,
I talk about, is you never have to face that by yourself.
Right. Earl, you're terrific. Thank you for your service. Thank you for coming on and bringing us your story. You've inspired so many and so many more to come. Thank you, Earl.